Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're looking at logging and just showing you guys how to use it in your Nylo projects. It's very simple. You have a .env file and you have an environment variable called AppDebug, which is just inside here. You can see AppDebug here. If this is set to true, it will allow your application to log data at the console level. In your Nylo project, you'll notice that the AppDebug is actually used in a few places. So for instance, if we go to the API service and let's just go to the base API service, you can see it's been used here to check if we should use the pretty DO logger, and it will be used in like quite a few different other places. So it's important really just to understand why we use it and how it's used in your project. So for now, let's just keep it switched on and let's just head over to the application. Let's just go to the home page, and simple ways to log in Flutter is just obviously using the print, just like this. We could say like hello world, and let's just print that out. So if we build and run, you can see we get hello world. But you can also do some more things in Nylo. So for instance, if you had like a collection, it actually ints. In Nylo, you can actually just call numbers like this and then just do dump. And essentially that will do the same. So if we build and run again, you'll see we get the same printout and we also get the time. This also works with strings too. So we could define a string, let's call it test like this. And then yeah, we can do the exact same. We can just do run dump. We can just run dump like that, and you'll see that we get the dump of the test as well. So yeah, it's a little bit shorter and it makes it easy if you're just working with the data and you just want to like dump out what it returns. If you was logging a lot of data and you just wanted to check the data on an exact value just to make sure that's the last thing that's printed, you could do something like this. So we could say, obviously this one would be printed next, but we just want it to stop and die out the value of this. We can just run this and you'll see that it kind of exit the app at that point, and you can see we get the last value just over there. So that's quite a useful one if you have a lot of printing happening in your application. So the last thing I'll show is another helper that you can use in your project. If we just go over to the .env file and then we'll set this to false, you'll see that now we're just getting one printout, which is from the default Flutter print. But yeah, if we just comment that out and build again, you can see that now we're not getting any prints. But for instance, if we wanted to just see what this print was in our application, what we could do is call show next log just before it gets printed out. And now if we build and run again, you'll see that it will just show the next log. And if we had another log after that, let's just put this one after here. Let's just call it numbers 2 and then try and print that out. You'll see that we just get the one print, which is this one. So yeah, you can kind of use show next log if your app is in like not debug mode and you just want to just literally show that the next log that is printed out. You can kind of use that helper. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Definitely check out the docs to understand more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.